Throughout history, the rise and fall of empires have often been attributed to the might of armies, the cunning of leaders, or the wealth of resources. However, one silent force that has repeatedly tilted the scales of power is disease. This invisible adversary has reshaped civilizations, influencing the course of history in profound, often unexpected ways. Let's journey back to the 14th century. The Black Plague, a disease that swept through Europe with unrelenting ferocity, decimated populations, and tore apart the very fabric of medieval society. Nearly 1/3 of Europe's population was lost to the plague, causing labor shortages, economic upheaval, and societal shifts. This pervasive fear and mortality didn't just influence the medieval mind. They led to significant changes in the structure of society. The scarcity of labor led to rising wages, which shifted economic power from traditional feudal lords to the hands of the common worker. These dynamics indirectly paved the way for the Renaissance, a rebirth of art, culture, and inquiry. Similarly, across the Atlantic, disease played a pivotal role in the conquests of the New World. When European explorers first set foot on the Americas, they brought with them smallpox, measles, and other infectious diseases. Indigenous populations, having no immunity to these foreign pathogens, were ravaged. Some estimates suggest that up to 90% of the native population perished. This demographic collapse weakened the social structures of great civilizations, such as the Aztecs and the Incas, making them susceptible to the relatively small invading European forces. Here, disease was not merely a consequence of conquest, rather it was a formidable weapon that altered the geopolitical landscape of an entire continent. Fast forward to the 19th century. The Napoleonic Wars saw disease once again dictate the course of history. As Napoleon's Grand Army marched into Russia, it wasn't just the fierce Russian winter that decimated his troops. Typhus, carried by lice, swept through the ranks, drastically reducing their numbers and morale. By the time the retreating army staggered back from Moscow, it was a shadow of its former self. Napoleon's ambitions of European domination were halted, in part, by this microscopic foe. In more recent history, the Spanish flu of 1918 demonstrated the global impact of disease in an increasingly interconnected world. Post-World War I, as nations grappled with economic rebuilding and treaty negotiations, the influenza pandemic killed more people than the Great War itself. It struck indiscriminately, affecting young and old, rich and poor. This global catastrophe reshaped international relations and highlighted the need for collective approaches to global health challenges. Throughout these epochs, disease has acted as both an agent of destruction and a catalyst for change. It has forced societies to adapt, innovate, and, in some cases, entirely reconstruct their foundations. From the ashes of crisis often rose new paradigms in medicine, public health, and social reform. As we continue to face the challenges of modern pandemics, it is crucial to reflect on the past. Understanding how disease has historically shaped empires can equip us with insights and resolve to navigate the complexities of our interconnected world. Indeed, the alchemy of disease is a force that has, and will continue to, transform the contours of human to reflect on the past.